Hi, y'all. It's Kate Johnson, and I'm glad you came here to the Expo Hall of the Profitable Bookkeeping Conference hosted by Mark Wickersham. I'll try to keep this short and sweet so that you can make it to all the booths. First, I'm going to mention a few of the resources related to my breakout session entitled Hit Record, Why and How to Leverage Video in Your Business. I said there would be some resources available for download, and they are right here below in the description of this video. Then I'll take a few moments to tell you a bit more about the bookkeeping side hustle community that I'm so privileged to manage. All right, so my presentation was called Hit Record, Why and How to Leverage Video in Your Business. Below, you will find a link to the slides that I talked through. I tried not to put too much text on the slides and do more talking than reading, but some of you might find the slides valuable still, and if you listen to my entire presentation, then these slides might help jog your memory. You will also find the document that will give you some links to some of my favorite resources for getting started with video. In that document, you're going to find some links to like a few articles where I think you can get inspiration about the types of content you can create with your videos. I'll also share some video production resources, some great places to learn how to use those video production resources, and I'll tell you some of the equipment that I have actually purchased. Now, I want to remind you that, like I said in my presentation, as long as you have a webcam on your laptop, that you can get started. I made a whole lot of videos with just my webcam before I ever spent any money at all. But if you do find yourself embracing video, you're probably eventually going to want to spend some money on a few things. So I'm going to give you the list of the things that I have purchased. Remember, I don't recommend buying anything until you have at least made 5 to 10 videos, like either internal videos, meaning just like internal to your firm, like documenting processes or communicating with employees, or maybe videos to your favorite clients for your practice. Don't let yourself become a gearhead until you get a few reps under your belt. So that's what's available related to my breakout session about using video. And now I'd like to take a moment to tell you a little more about the bookkeeping side hustle community. And I want to point out a few resources that are linked below. Probably the best synopsis of what this community is my mission statement video, which I will link below and which also might be popping up right here on the screen, though I'm not sure if that's going to happen since this is being watched in the viewing, the conference hop-in platform. Anyway, my mission statement video, I elaborate on these items that I use to keep myself focused and motivate me on what this group is supposed to be all about. It really is the best group for new bookkeeping entrepreneurs in all the internet. So here's the list of my key missions. Support you, emphasize that bookkeeping is accounting, emphasize that hustle does not mean hobby, provide honest reviews, show respect for hardworking people, give swag, foster community, rethink income, help job seekers, be an open book, and make accounting fun. A lot of the activity of this community happens in the Bookkeeping Side Hustle Facebook group, but I am trying to do a better job of not letting all of the activity just reside there. I have a YouTube channel, and I also have a bi-weekly newsletter. I put a lot of time and effort into that bi-weekly newsletter. It's really more like a newspaper, so it's pretty long, but I always do a very short video summary of it on the YouTube channel as well after I publish it. I take about 2 minutes to walk through the highlights, but I really believe if you take the time to read the newsletter, you're going to find something extremely valuable in every edition. So the link to the YouTube channel and the link to subscribe to the newsletter are below. If you're just starting out and have not invested yet in a full program that will teach you how to build your bookkeeping business, I have a very good starter resource. It's an ebook, and it's called the Bookkeeping Side Hustle Guidebook, Actionable Steps to Become a Virtual Bookkeeper Without the Overwhelm. Accounting influencer and QuickBooks expert extraordinaire Hector Garcia wrote the foreword for it. He shares how his entire accounting business got started as a side hustle as well. So if you've already invested in a resource that teaches you how to build a business, I don't recommend getting that book because I think you should just use the resources that you've already purchased. But this ebook is a very quick read and it takes about an hour. I try to simplify things, and it really is like a handbook or reference book where it's chock full of links to take you to deeper explanations of all the stuff that I write about. So if you need more information on that particular topic, you can get it, and if you don't need more information, you can just keep reading. There's a link to that book below. Last thing I'll say, because us accounting lovers are big nerds, I also sell this Mousepad just for fun. It has the accounting equation and the debits and credits. I think every accounting student ever has had a cheat sheet like this where it shows what happens to the T accounts whenever a transaction happens. I always like to sort of sit back and gaze upon it whenever I get into a sticky situation where a client does something wonky in their books. And if you want one of these, you can get that at the Bookkeeping Side Hustle store as well. I'll link to that below. All right, I'm glad I had a chance to participate in this conference, and I'm really grateful to Mark for this opportunity. I want to stay in touch with you about your video journey. If you need someone to practice on, feel free to send me a short Loom video, and y'all can always find me on Twitter, in the Bookkeeping Side Hustle group on Facebook, or on YouTube. All those links to reach me are going to be below. Y'all, hit record. I promise you won't die.